Alright, what's up guys? We are back with Let's Play The Sims 4, and we are continuing pretty much right after we stopped last time, except for the fact that we kinda did our usual taking care of needs before coming back. And yeah, the computer's broken, isn't it? Okay, well, let's go try to fix this then, since it's gonna bug me that it's broken. Okay, I'm not replacing that because that's expensive. Let's try to fix it instead, once he finishes eating. And then, before work, if we have the time, we are going to go ahead and invite Devontae back over. Okay, try to fix that. Actually, triple speed is fine. And then I can go ahead and throw this away. If it would cooperate. Go into the trash can. Thank you. Alright, so we have fixed that, and we can also rummage through this for more parts. I did not say get on your computer. Okay, scavenge this for more parts. Let's see, work's actually in a couple hours, so we're not going to get to see Devontae yet, but maybe after work? And if not, then just in a couple days. Should be fine. Okay, throw that away. And now we can go ahead and sell these. Which is like the only reason I rummage piles for anyway, is I just sell all the upgrade parts and everything. So that's another thing. Alright, cool. So he's about to go to work. Actually, he's about to talk to this lady, which he's not doing anymore because he's gonna go to work. And then there we go. So now he's off. And we can wait for him to get back and see what's up. No, ladies' night is only for girls, Marisol. I don't think Bayo would really like you inviting a boy into ladies' night. After all, if you need to learn how to talk to a lady, ask your mum. I am neither a lady or your mum, so no thank you. Anyway, why is this not triple speed? Because it was going super fast triple speed, and then I guess canceling that notification went to normal. Cash shortage. It is finally the end. Oh, okay, yeah, no, this you have to report coworker for performance gain. Also, apparently our performance is going down, so let's work hard. We did get the gain for that, didn't we? Yeah, so I don't know why it, like, dropped. Alright. So we're back. And yeah, it's late enough. However, our needs other than hunger aren't too bad. So I guess what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to invite Devontae over right now. And let's also open this really fast and have something out of it. Just because we're hungry. Okay, Devontae Lewis will be right over. Good. You'd better be right over. Okay, so go get your food. And then hopefully Devontae will show up at your door in a bit. Is he already in the house? Yep. Invisible Sims are a pain. Alright, cool. So Devontae's already here. So let's just go ahead and keep talking to him. And see what we get out of this. Discuss interests. Here, let me actually pause this. And just rack up a bunch of things. More choices. Talk about cooking. I don't know why not. I mean, I'm a chef, and so he'd probably be like, yo, what is your uniform for? And it's like, well, I work at a restaurant, even though, I mean, I don't actually, but, I mean, it's kind of implied since I'm a chef that, yeah, I work at some off-map restaurant. Discuss latest games. Let's see, we can still talk some more good. Discuss favorite band. More choices. Compliment his outfit again. There we go. So let's just continue talking. This conversation keeps changing as far as what kind of conversation it is. It went from pleasant to boring to casual and back to pleasant, and I'm just kind of like, why? Alright, so those all went through. So let's just continue going through this until he says he needs to leave. And even then try to shove a few more in before he wants to leave. So let's get to know some more. And let's express our admirations, and that's not really romantic, that's friendlier. So express admiration, and then discuss our interests some more, and then ask about his career, and then discuss food since I'm eating, and then, sure, let's be funny. Let's joke about politicians. And then we'll go ahead and... Oh, that's full. Okay. In the next loop, we'll probably do knock knock joke or something. Alright, Devante is a romantic. Devonte's a waiter at Bear Burgers. Oh, that counts as a job. Nice. So Devonte is a waiter at Bear Burgers. I mean, obviously it doesn't really count as a job for, like, gameplay purposes as far as, like, you know, you can't play that. But, however, since he's here, he can. Also, we went to sleep while he's sitting in our living room, so he's gonna go now. But we're gonna try to invite him over again later. Alright, so once you are done sleeping, get up. Alright, get up. And it's only 7 in the morning and your needs are fine except for fun, so you should probably... Here, watch a movie. Just watch an early morning movie, help your fun. And then you can go ahead and invite him back over. Alright, let's go ahead and catch the end of this. Diamonds are for Sims. Super action crime drama. And now Devontae's here too. Sweet. So I'm going to continue watching this movie because it helps me keep my fun up and I can keep talking to him as this goes. Which means that this conversation will hopefully be better. So now let's discuss our interests some more. And we'll go ahead and joke around more this time. So we'll knock knock joke. And then tell a funny story. And then since we know he's romantic, let's try to push it. Let's ask if he's single. Because I know he is. And then compliments him. And we'll see where this goes. Since he's a romantic, he's hopefully going to like it. Alright, so we're going to keep talking about some stuff. Let's fast forward through this. Alright. Devonte is single. And that didn't turn out embarrassing. So we'll see. Let's go ahead and try to push it a bit more. Romance. Pickup line. Although those tend to fail sometimes. Flirt a little bit, just to see how that goes. And then confess our attraction. Just be like, look, I've seen you at Bear Burgers before. I eat there a few times. You've been a good waiter. You're also, not to mention, attractive. So, you know, that's cool. That ended up awkward, of course. Usually does. As I continue trying to flirt with him after that first awkward encounter part. Alright. Let's see, so that kind of messed things up. So let's go ahead and just apologize for that. And then ask about his day. Okay, we'll just continue working up our friendship again. Because that actually kind of dented a lot of what we were doing. But if we can get our friendship up high enough, then we can start trying to really get into it. It's just, this might kind of be a case of like Brody and Rothwell, where it took me forever to actually get them together, but they were good friends. It's just, realistically, relationship-wise, it didn't really work. Okay, something else apparently bad happened from that. Seems like he's bored with us. This is kinda going downhill. Let's see if we can fix this at all. Alright, it seems like it might be working. It turned to tedious again. Okay, let's start telling jokes some more. Because that might end up helping. Funny, goof around. Funny, tell a joke about Sunset Valley. Funny, tell a funny story. He's still not liking it. Alright, let's just stop talking because none of this is working. So let's go ahead and just try to let him sit there. So here. Devontae's already here. Also bills, which we can deal with later. Okay, hurry up and take your shower. And now you're gonna leave. Okay, whatever. We'll try to talk to you again later and hope that we can fix stuff later. But this is... Apparently the movie was boring too. So, yeah, that's sitting there. But even once that moodlet disappears, he's still gonna remain bored. Okay, use the toilet. Cancels toilet to go to toilet. Okay. But yeah, when you get to work, then, which is now, then after work you can just try to talk to him again, possibly. I don't know why they keep giving me the same thing. Cash shortage. Okay, and then we can also pay our bills once we get back. It seems like overall, and we're bored again, of course. It seems like overall, though, with Devontae, it's one of those situations where it should be working out, but right now it's just kind of meh. Okay, so we pay back pretty much what we already got, and there was no other mail. So we're still running out of funds, so let's try to watch another movie, because obviously we didn't like that. But let's try... We seem to like College Cram, so we'll just rewatch that. Let's see how that goes, because that should up his fun back. And he is off soon, or for the next few days, so we can try to talk to Devontae again tomorrow and see if that'll actually do anything worth it or not. Although we're still sitting embarrassed about something from work, so, you know. And apparently the movie bored us again. Okay, whatever, go to sleep. And then I guess from here we can see what's up. Alright, now that you're up, you can use this toilet. And you can go eat. There's still food in your fridge, so let's just have another one of these before they spoil. This spoils tomorrow anyway. So just grab a serving of that too. And then we'll try to see if Devontae will be willing to talk to us again, because this relationship keeps going up and then dropping back down. But we have to eat first. Okay, Devontae will be over. He's gonna come over while we're eating like before. And be invisible again. So let's slow this down. Okay. So we'll see how this one goes. We have to kind of slowly step our way up. So let's still compliment his appearance as a whole. And try to flirt again. We'll just see how this works. Okay, nope, stop doing that. Okay, well that he liked. No, or not. Okay. Well, let's ask about your day then. Let's see if that does anything. I don't know why, for some reason, this isn't playing out like it should. Because if this ends up continuing to just be a back and forth lost cause, then I'm going to go and just say, okay, screw you, and I'm going to go find Shiva. Because I don't understand why just trying to talk to him, all of a sudden everything is like, no. And I'm honestly about to just drop him on his ass and go find Shiva, because this is making me really mad. It's like, yeah, we're bored too, but it doesn't mean that everything we're saying should be boring you. We're trying our hardest to get you to become our friend. That way we could end up, you know, moving on. And it's like every time we say something, all of a sudden it's like, no. And it's like as soon as something negative happens, something positive happens too, and I don't understand how this constantly goes from boring to pleasant to boring to pleasant. It's like, make up your mind. Do I bore you or no? Okay, whatever. Let's just keep trying to push this. Alright, so let's go through all these funny stuff and see if any of this helps. Okay. So now these are playful. Which means that we can probably start trying to see what's up. Yeah, we're now sitting at playful, so that also may make our conversation better. So now let's make a flirtatious joke. Since we've been joking, we can probably try to blend that in with all of our other jokes. So let's see how this goes. It didn't seem like it was a negative. So don't get on the computer. Don't come back. So since that didn't seem to be a super negative, let's go ahead and try to flirt with him again. Because it seemed like it was kind of working. So come back over here. And you guys can talk some more. Alright, there we go. It seems like it's starting to work out this time. Okay, so he's gonna leave right as things start to work. Thanks. Like, this is why I wanted to move in. That way we can try to start grinding this up more. But the problem with that is I'm trying to get him high enough that I can actually ask him to. Alright, let's invite him back again, even though he just left. Because it's not even that late. I don't understand why he's not just staying. Because he stays and then goes, I want to go, and then he'll come right back. And I don't understand why he doesn't just stay in the house in the first place. Like, realistically, when you hang out with someone, you don't leave a couple hours later. You stay. Or at least when I hang out with people, that's how that works. Okay. There! So now that that's an option, let's just try to force it now and just be like, okay, well, you come over a lot, so why don't you just stay here? Okay. Perfect. This is working. So now we can move him in with us. And I guess I can actually buy a separate bed from for now that we're probably not even going to be using for very long, hopefully, because it's kind of implying that I'm not going to need this bed because then he can start sleeping in mine. But right now at this point we do need a separate bed for him. So we can buy that once he moves in. And I can just put it in the corner of the house. Plus that also means if I get him a job, that's a second person bringing in money. And that'll be definitely a good thing. But as of this part, we now officially have a roommate. Okay, so we are going to take Devante. Oh, there's Shiva. But we're going to take Devante and we're going to put him over here. So now we have Devante in our house with us. Which is perfect. And I'm actually kind of glad because that means it'll make it easier to grind out relationship stuff, because if things don't work, we don't have to worry about him leaving. We can just kind of relax and cool down and then eventually figure stuff out. Alright. So now we're both feeling flirty. Like, that actually ended up working out. So we're going to go ahead, since we're both feeling flirty, and try to kick this off. Because now, then, if that's the case, we might not even need to buy a bed. Alright, let's confess this attraction now. And this might actually get to work out. What the heck? Why are you talking about flies? Whatever, let's confess our attraction now, and let's flirt some more. And we'll compliment his appearance. And we'll kiss his hands. It sounds great. Alright, yep, this is working out now. Should we go for it? Let's go for it. Let's see how this goes. Nice floating lips. I always hate that so much. It's like they'll go into kiss, there's still like an inch between them, and I don't understand. Alright, there we go. So we're starting to... Ooh, thank you. We're starting to actually get this... Oh, that's me. I try English. I'm flustered by the flirting too. Oh my god. But we're actually getting this on the road, which is good because we need to. Sexy pose from all the way over there with our frogs, sure. But we're going to go ahead and keep trying to see how this goes. More choices. Hold hands. More choices. Sexy pose. Also, kiss neck is a thing because I've used it with, or I've seen Richard and Jason do it, and it works out just fine. So let's go ahead. Yo. Alright, let's wait. Let's try to pop the actual question. There we go. Has to be boyfriend. There we go. Okay, now we don't need to worry about buying the bed. Because now he will sleep in our bed. But now that that's worked out, we don't really have to worry about trying to grind that back up, and we can just continue, because now we finally have somebody. And we're also going to get him a job, because he needs a job too. So, let's see. He wanted to have a soulmate anyway, and he is still at level 0 of 4, and he wanted to have a boyfriend or girlfriend. So let me see what this is, because I'm going to play out his aspiration too. So that's probably going to be our second-hand goal, now that I mentioned that we're almost done with our own aspiration, and we were able to find somebody, and those were our two main goals. Is we found somebody, which we have right now, and we have our aspiration almost done, because we just need to join the career and then do the other things as we continue to celebrate the fact that we just started dating Yo. And now he wanted to have a boyfriend or girlfriend, which he has now, and now he wants to go on 2 dates. So we'll be working on that in between. We have our days off, so we can probably go on a date tomorrow or something. He also wants to become an adult, which he's a young adult, which counts, and be married to BFF. So the thing is, we are gonna keep continue getting the friendship up to a point where we become BFFs eventually, and then get married. Earn silver on 2 dates, achieve soulmate relationship with spouse, and then romantic gestures and gold on dates with spouse. So basically, we're gonna be doing that stuff too. But now he's going to get a job, but I don't actually remember what his traits are, and I made him, and that's kind of sad. I know he's romantic. He's self-assured, romantic, and outgoing. And because he wanted romance, he was alluring. And that's the thing. He really wanted romance. So I don't understand why he kept shrugging off everything for a while. And then finally, we were able to get something to work out. So I think it was blending in that flirty joke while we were joking. And then all of a sudden, it's like, oh. So let's go ahead and get him a job. We're not really going to focus too much. Why am I doing that twice? We're not really going to focus too much on trying to grind him through his career level or anything, although we would get tons of money from it. We're just doing this. That way, he has a job too, and that gives us more money as well. So let's see what works out. So I'm doing culinary, but he can be a writer, a tech guru, which I do all the time, a secret agent, a painter, an entertainer, a culinary, criminal, business, athlete, or astronaut. I'm probably not going to bother with the ones from Get to Work right now. So that's about it. What else sounds good? Business, not criminal. Business might work. Let's see. Yeah, I can imagine him being a manager of some sort, but I also can imagine him being a journalist. So I don't know if I want to go for journalism or management. Let's also look at the hours. 11 to 7. So about the same time as us, but that's 25 an hour compared to this, which is only 16 an hour. However, I don't know what track gives you more money later, but I don't really care enough about that right now. If I really wanted money, I'd go tech guru. That's like so much. So let's just go for writer. Like, why not? So Devontae is now a writer. I just realized we also don't have a bookshelf in this house at all, which is kind of funny. Oh, no, we do right here. Do I even have any books in here? Okay, let me read. Yeah, this stuff is all here. So you want to read books before work, so I'll just let you read something. But you don't work today anyway, but why not? And I still need to be grinding my mixology skill up anyway, which is why I was going to go to Brody and Rothwell. So I think that's what I'm going to do, is tomorrow, both in-game and, like, actually tomorrow, I'm going to probably go ahead and go for also age stuff. Since he's young adult, we're probably going to use another potion. But tomorrow, I'm going to go ahead and go to Brody and Rothwell's and grind up some stuff. But we are also going to go ahead and, what's this? Practice bar tricks? Sure. We're also going to go ahead and take them on a date. So that way we can start working on Devontae's aspiration as well. So let's go ahead and practice our bar tricks for a little bit. And just do a couple more last minute things before we end this part up. So I'm going to try to grind his satisfaction back up to 1500 to get another potion. Okay, buy an instrument for being a music lover. I mean, we could, but I don't really know if I want to right now. Okay, so we practiced our bar drinks, so let's make a drink. Let's not practice making drinks. Let's make a drink. So let's make... Sure. Alright. You also want to take a cold shower. Right now, like I said, I'm just grinding stuff up. So I'm going to just do some of these whims out. Okay, so take a cold shower to calm down. You also need to pee. And now you're totally free to use that computer because it's our computer now. Alright, so go take your shower. Or not. That's okay. His mood changed as a whole. Plant something from being inspired. Well, not really. Ask Devontae about his day. Sure. Friendly. Ask about your day. And then be funny with him as well. So we'll tell a funny story. Also, I'm pretty sure that said tell a joke about ducks, but it always looks like tell a joke about dicks, and I'm like, oh my god. Someone turn ducks to dicks. Mod that. Don't actually, I mean, but that would be great. Just tell a joke about dicks. Make an excellent drink, which isn't something you could just click a button and do right now, so we'll see. But yeah, because we're already at 1325, we need to be at 1500. Make a sour punch. Okay, sure. Make a drink. Make drink. So we'll make one of those, sure. Because I'm pretty sure we are at the level that we can. Yep. So let's go do that then. Make a sour punch. And we'll see what it ends up being like once it's finished. Which I will then proceed to sell. Because these give a lot of money. Yep, that's 140 just for making a drink. Okay, what else is there? We're at 1425. So let's see, we only need a little bit more. Make a silent film. Can we make a silent film? Are we the right skill level to make one of those? Yep, it's level 8, so let's make a silent film, and I'll sell that one too. Oh, and this bar is gross now, but that's okay. Don't drink it. I want to see how much money this one gives me. And that's also excellent quality, nice. 164. Which means that we're also going to be getting there eventually once we finish. Because then we can do 5 types of excellent drink. Because we're already getting excellent drinks, so, you know, eventually we'll be able to do it when we're actually there. We only need 25 more points before we Mix 3 drinks, level up in mixology, plant something. From the looks of it, making 3 drinks is going to be the easiest thing to do right now. Although you can also cancel them out, so I think I'm going to cancel out the level up in and see what new thing forms. Get married, not yet. No, not yet. I mean, I could pin that, but not right now. Okay, kiss, that's easy. So, come here. And really fast. More choices. Let's just kiss. I'm not proposing to him yet, no. Okay, get up, come here, kiss him. Because we need to get 1500. And then we can probably buy another potion. I wasn't going to worry about age at this point. I only wanted to do that once. But looking, and that's why I was checking, looking at Devontae's age, since this is his first day actually being played, he is a young adult, and he is not anywhere near becoming an adult. Meanwhile, we've already got really close to becoming an adult twice. We were a day to it. Like, I think we were on the day that we would have aged up, and we aged down. So, which is good. But now I think I'm also going to do that again. That way us and Devontae can stay around the same age. Because I don't want to become an adult and have him still be young adult and then become an elder while he's barely an adult. So we'll go ahead and go down to 0 aspiration points because honestly this is the only thing I really use this for. The other traits are worth it, and I'm definitely going to try to get those eventually. But right now, this is the main thing that I use this for. So I'm going to drink this now. And I'm going to age myself back down. Because in doing so, I will go back to the very beginning of the young adult phase, and we will be around the same age. Even if it's a day off or so, that's fine. Okay, there we go. Now that I've drank that, we are back to the beginning. Good. So we are still at young adults and near the beginning, which is great. Because now we are the same age. It's also... Okay, so you can go ahead and sleep, but when you wake up, I'm gonna... Actually, I can have you do it. You live here now. So you can clean this up for me, please, because, you love me, so clean up my bar. You want me to succeed in my career. And then I'm gonna go ahead, once he wakes up, have you dig, and then have you dig this one out too. Let's just see what these are, and then after that we can stop. Okay, we found a capsule and an emerald. Okay, so we are going to send this emerald to the Geo Council, and we are going to open up this box, which is DJ Candy, and we are going to sell that. So now we have officially advanced even farther, because we now have Devontae moving in, and we have started dating him, as well as we have reverted our age back to young adults again, which this time has even more impact because our skills are even higher and we have more stuff already done at the same age. So I'm actually totally glad because we're even farther in our aspiration than last time. Also clean out this fridge because that's gross. Clean out spoiled food. So on this note, I'm going to end this part here, but thank you for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.